Hello, everyone. My name is Raven, and welcome to Raven Gaming Labs, and welcome to SimCity 3000 Unlimited. I was going to do SimCopter, as someone had suggested, but I kind of ran into some issues getting it working on modern machines. I can fix it, but I wanted to get the video done and out. So, we're going to play SimCity 3000 Unlimited, a game I am much more familiar with than SimCity 2000, and in my opinion, this is probably one of the better versions of SimCity. SimCity 4 is pretty good, but there are some things like the aesthetic that I prefer with SimCity 3000, but 4 is also very good. SimCity 5, aka SimCity, is garbage, and we don't talk about it. So we're going to get a new game here, and I'm going to call this, what should we call this? Let's call this Farm. No. Let's call this Raventopia. There we go, because that's an even dumber name. And we're going to start with large and so forth. So we're going to have a couple bit of rules for how we're going to play this, for how we're going to build this. So number one rule, we're going to try to have most of our industry be farms. Going to be super, super hard. Like really, really hard. Like actually almost all of our industry is going to be farms. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be catastrophically difficult. Let me just put it that way. We're only going to use water towers to supply water for that small town feel with the water. So we're going to have, water towers literally everywhere. And that's kind of it, really. I mean, I picked these for another video, like the video that I tried recording before this, but you literally couldn't see anything. I know now why I never really played with those. These are much smaller. So should be good. I'm fine with the Asian theme. It really doesn't bother me. And we're going to get rid of water because we're just not going to have a lot of it. And it's relatively flat, I guess. I mean, this is fine. I'm going to build over here, so I'm just going to like, nuke this. Just flatten the edges. I'm going to flatten it anyway, so. All right. I will accept this terrain. And then I'm going to zoom in. Yeah, these are much smaller trees. Should have done that. I knew that that was going to be an issue in the last video. We're going to use coal power because there's literally no reason not to use coal power. No. And no again. The other rule is we're building a giant small town. So we're building a town that people would want to live in. Well, that's the theory anyway. Garbage. Landfill, there we go. Yeah, that's not gonna work, actually, now that I think about it. I can't remember how the power lines work in this one, but no, I don't want to do that. Why you keep... Stop asking me that. Okay. And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't want anything within a 5-tile radius of this disgusting mess. And we're just gonna stroll right on down this way. The trees will help a lot with some of like the power and the filth and the grime and the dirt. And we'll just go this way with it. We don't really have a plan. We don't have a road network. We're probably not going to have trains. This is a very small town. Very, small town aesthetic. All right, so we're going to get our pumping station. And then I'm just going to put one tile around it just to kind of, signify what it is. And then I'm going to grab from here, and I'm going to go over I think I'll just place just like that. And now we're going to start building light industrial. We can go 4 out from it. So about that far. And same thing here. That's actually only 3, but, you know, it kind of catches in that corner there. So, you know, what are you going to do? All right. And then we're going to go up this way. And this way. All right. We can't be having any of that. There we go. Nice. Okay. Now this is totally probably not going to be enough. I mean it very well could be, just because of the way the game kind of functions. There we go. Yeah, I much prefer these trees. These trees are quite nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 over. Can't put too much in the way of like parks and stuff. And I do kind of want the parks to be sort of built up along the road. I am going to try and be careful there because I think I may have accidentally have potentially destroyed. Oh, that's right. I didn't build any of the piping up that way. Should be fine. We'll see how this actually looks. So now let's just throw in some light commercial. And then let's just fill this in. And then I'll throw down some trees. Trying to keep the pollution down. Although it is raising the land value, so you know, I don't particularly know how that's gonna work out. Yeah, we could probably nestle some farms back up in here. We could probably do that. No. All right. Oh, it's so annoying when it does that. There we go. Okay. So in order for farms to work, you have to have some industrial. Oh, let's set up some ordinances first. I don't know why I clicked there because that's business deals. So for ordinances, we want the farmers market, parking fines, and legalize gambling for that money. It will introduce problems later, but you know, and we'll just leave taxes alone for now. Now for the light industrial, we're gonna go up 80, and then over 70. It is 80, right? Yeah, okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that should be big enough, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw down one more. Because farms can be of relative size, but you don't want them to be, like, overly huge, because at that point, you're just kind of like, you're wasting at that point. You're not going to get any advantage for it, so there's no real reason to do it. Because, you know, they're going to give the same amount. All right, so we're just going to press play there. And I am going to go over to here and connect up this guy. Okay, so farms are encouraged. And for right now, you know, this is just going to be what it is. You know, not really a whole lot you can do about it. But there you go. All right, so we're just going to destroy that. I do like how it looks like... Oh, no, those guys are carrying I-beams. Wow. Okay, so the town is somewhat... We got a little bit going for us here. But I mean, we don't have a lot, but we do have a little bit going for us. I kind of like it. You know, it's just like this little small town out in the middle of nowhere. And it's clearly living up to its name. Now, we're going to throw down a police station. Because police stations are important. And should help a little bit. And we're going to get rid of this. This is going to be such a slog to get this to turn into a farm. It is going to be such a slog to get that to turn into a farm. And we're not going to do anything else. Until that turns into a farm, we're not doing anything. This is literally just going to stay exactly what it is. And look, one police station, like, bled us dry. But we do need a little bit of residential. And as luck would have it, we have a bit of room over here. So I'm just going to go straight up like so. And then there's not really a lot of room right here. So I'm just going to put a divider in between here. And for this empty space right here, I'm going to put a park. Just a small one. Not a very big one. And yes, they are already... Oh, no. They're not using up all the water. They're getting there, though. Like I said, we're going for this small town look. Should be impressive, to say the least. All right, let's try to get rid of this. Once we start getting, like, our first farms, this will get easier. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. We may have to build a little bit of industry somewhere else. Maybe. All right. Well, I guess the only thing really to do right now is check expense. All right, we're doing all right. I mean, we're not doing like super great, but we are kind of thriving a little bit. We're gonna grab another pumping station here. I'm gonna put it right here, so it's kind of out of the way. And then I will just throw some trees down. And we're going to just grab, some light commercial, please. And there we go. Nice. Can commercial only go out 3? You know, it's possible commercial can only go out 3. If that's the case, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, well. I think for now, I will drag this up. No, stop asking me that. So annoying when you do that. So, I mean, we do have a fair bit of, we're doing pretty good. I mean, 67 is not, like, super great by any stretch of the imagination here. All right, I need to get out of here. All right. It's hazardous. There's a max age of 75 years, though, so it is actually relatively cheap. Although, making a net positive of 60 is not exactly super great, if you will. So I think what I'm going to do, because they really want, like, just some basic industrial. So we're going to grab some trains here. I'm going to put this train yard right here. And then I'm going to go down this way with it. We're going to get rid of that. And I'm really not 100% sure how trains are actually supposed to work. Yeah. It's something that I should probably look up, like the proper way to build trains, because I know you can actually build a rail yard in this game. Like, I don't know if this is actually the way that it's supposed to connect, but that's what we're going to do. And the reason we're going to do that is we are going to take this, and we're going to put a 5-tile, no, let's do a 6-tile dense right in between there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to slam down some real cheap light industrial over here. And this should help provide the industry that we need to actually, one, have a little bit of profit. And we're going to delete that. I don't want to take a picture of that. Go away, please. Yeah. And then I think what I'm going to do is, this is going to be like, you know, the divider, if you will. And then we'll go, oh, went too far over, but other than wasting hordes of money, it seems fine. Now, obviously, these trees are a giant fire hazard, especially placed so close to the industrial sector. But, should be relatively fine. Yes, I know, you're still complaining about this. It's super annoying. Ugh. I hate you guys so much. So, the farmer's market will eventually, you know, do something useful. Eventually. I hope. Gosh, I hope. And I'm going to place a small park right there. So, yeah, I mean, you know, we have everything that one would want over here. So let's see what our advisors have to say. More parks are needed. I mean, that actually makes quite a bit of sense. I cannot remember if power transfers through parks. Because fun fact, in SimCity 2, that's not how that works. Parks do interfere with the power connection, which is quite annoying, actually. I'm actually going to throw a large park right here, because I'm going to put in a bit of a divider right here. And that's also going to require me to drag some power lines through because, you know, divider. I mean, I guess I could put just one, but, you know, whatever. Sorry. There we go. Guess I really didn't need to go that aggressive with it, but I did. So there you go. Parts of Raventopia are a haven for criminals. All right, so let's check out the crime data. Crime's not too shabby over here. It's over here where crime is an issue. And crime would not be an issue over here if you would just turn into a farm like you're supposed to. Starting to get a little frustrated. Okay. No. Actually, no. I do eventually want to turn that into an area, though. So what we're going to do is, much like before, we're going to turn this into a little bit of light industrial. Not a lot, but a little bit. Actually, it beat me to it. I mean, okay, whatever. I actually do want to keep that 3 there. 2, 3. That should be fine. It'll create some rather odd industrial, but should be okay. Also, if you're wondering why I have the music turned off, the answer to that is just because I just don't want to deal with the annoyance, if you will. Alright, so that should power it. Perfect. And pollution shouldn't be too bad. Whoa, 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 cancel. What are we doing here? Let's check out the good old pollution data. Yeah, it's pretty bad over there. Water pollution's not too bad either. But it's fixable. So let's go until about here. We can't go. Our plan is we don't go past this point with industrial. No schools. Well, you see, it's very difficult to do schools. There we go. All right, so it's not. Oh, it is powered? Okay, well. It's so annoying. Man, what's the power radius for this thing? That is... Is it being powered? Ah, there we go. Finally. All right. Yes, it's not powered, but you are. So, get to work. All right. So I'm just going to take this rail, and we're just going to move it right on down here. I'm going to throw a train station in. And then I'm going to build another rather complicated and pointless industrial park. So... Nice. And we're just going to nestle this inside of here. And that should do it. That should do it. All right, so now we're going to need some schools. Because it is a little unfair that all these Sims are, don't even have a basic school. By the way, can I just say that I really like the sprite work in this game? So for or rather, it's pre-rendered buildings. So I'm just going to lower this down to 120 because, yes. Okay, maybe that was a little too low. But I mean, I also kind of need money. So, there's that. Money's kind of invaluable. I'm going to throw down another water tower. I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm just going to do the same thing that I've been doing the whole time. A little bit of trees around it, give it a little bit of aesthetic. I mean, look at how nice this looks. This actually looks pretty cool. I mean, usually when I build these things, I just build these massive cities with skyscrapers. And, I mean, that's fine and all. I don't know why I'm building in the very edge of the map. I probably should have built in the center, but you know what? We're doing things the way that we wish to do things. So let's see what kind of like... Oh yeah, these things are actually really expensive. Let's not touch those just quite yet. Yeah, you know what? That'll be fine. That will be fine. I could have put a strip of trees, but honestly, I kind of want the money right now. Like, I'm kind of hurting for cash. And I could kind of use the money. More parks are needed. More parks are always needed. Just go away. Like, I'm never going to run into a situation where fire stations are needed. Oh, boy. I want to see how close I can get that before it goes. You have power. All right. Land value. Worthless. Well, I mean, hey, there's plenty of industrial. I mean, you're looking right at it. I may have to swap this out, actually, now that I think about it. I could put it over here, then drag a thing, and then drag it. We'll see. We'll see. Because, like, for right now... We're getting kind of low on money. Okay. It's a farm. Yes. Okay, we pause. We pause. We pause. We pause. Yes. So what we need to do, no joke, is now we get to do the make historical on literally everything. Yes. That's right. Every single one of these tiles gets to become historical. It's super annoying, and if we miss a tile, we'll know about it later. The good news is that we can slowly start expanding our, you know, well, everything really. All right, so I think I already, nope, didn't do that one. Did that one. Oh, I'm so glad that building's huge. Yeah, we're definitely going to start doing 8x8 instead of this. So the reason that we do make historical is if it goes out of business or whatever, doesn't matter. It will be. And by the way, I can't just hit enter. I really wish that I could just hit enter to close this. But anyway, we're about done. Probably won't be building farms for a little bit anyway, so I'm not too concerned. Okay. Yeah, see, if they go abandoned, it's fine, because what happens is they'll just eventually be replaced by farms, and we don't run into this weird issue that we currently have, where it's like, oh, industrial really wants to build, you know, that problem where I kept wasting huge hordes of cash and was just like, okay, what am I doing here? So perfecting this city is going to take us quite a few Saturdays. Okay, I'm going to need you to stop doing that, please. You know what else? Oh, I wish there was like a quick way to, you know, turn that on and off. Or like close the menu faster. It's so tedious. It's so point and click. Man, can you believe this game came out in 1999? Well, actually, I think this is SimCity 3000 Unlimited, so this is probably closer to like 2000 or 2001. And this improves like a lot of improvements. I don't know if it has an expansion pack or not, or if this kind of was the expansion, but I know it added a lot over SimCity 3000. I never had SimCity 3000 as a kid, but I did have SimCity 3000 Unlimited. And yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to turn sound effects back on because why not? And we'll just play it. And everything should be relatively good now. Because now, yeah, I mean, we're not doing too bad. And again, you know, we can zoom like way in. Yeah, this actually looks really cool. Please stop that. Okay. So we'll just have a 3 gap between farms. Which, you know, should be fine. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just do a double gap. Literally between them. Because what we'll do is we'll just drag the power lines like so. And these will auto-connect. And I think I will just drag this up. Right here, maybe? Okay. So we should be doing pretty good now. Yeah, we're down to 91. Alright, so Now we can start doing some fun stuff. I think. We could, like... There we go. We're trying to build, like, a very... How do you say... Oh, I like that. I like that commercial property right there. That looks really cool. You know what? I'm gonna make these two buildings historical. I really like the make historical feature. It's super cool. And I like this as well. The South Mountain Insurance. Okay. And I'm just going to drag this out to 4. Nice. And we're just going to level this out. Just touch. All right. Kind of going with, like, you know, a square grid approach, if you will. And I'm going to throw in 2 small parks. Followed by a whole lot of resident. Oh. Yes. All right. 114 a month to dispose of trash. I am okay with that. No hospitals and a new home for me, the mayor. All right. So, okay, that was a misclick. Go away. So we have 2 new buildings now. Oh, we didn't catch it in time. That is a bummer. All right, so I'm gonna put my home up over here, which is like really gonna raise the cost of everything. And the mayor's house gets to be all special right along the edge. Probably should have put the mayor in a slightly different spot, but you know, it's fine. There we go. And this will start to look a little different as people move in. All right, so let's play it. And this will really boost the land value here. Yeah, see, there it goes. It went out of business, sort of. Which is, you know, like I say, it's actually kind of fair because it's like, well, whatever. I mean, you know, it went out of business. Boo-hoo. I really don't know what to say about that. Oh, we're going to have a surplus? What? Oh. Right. We have a neighbor deal, don't we? Yes. Yes, we do. See, trash, despite being horrible, is also really nice for making a whole lot of money. I mean, most of it is, but eventually what I'm probably going to move to is, like, say, 2 waste incinerators for power. You get those, I think, in, like, the 70s or 80s, which we're not really that far off from, in fairness. I mean, it feels like we are, but we've been playing for 30 minutes, and we're already 15, you know, years into the game, and so forth. Now, thanks to our big boom, our big economic boom, we can actually have a hospital now, and that's something that we're definitely going to grab. So I'm going to actually throw it down here, just to kind of spice things up a little bit. And since we also have a whole bunch of extra cash, I'm going to throw a library down there. So it's going to very much lower our income. But I think we'll be okay. Alrighty. So I don't want... This is going to be the limit. Nothing goes past this road as far as some things go. Okay. No, I don't actually want that. Okay, is this actually filling up? It is actually filling up, which is pretty darn disgusting. But there's actually quite a lot of room there. So we can do quite a bit with the garbage. Now, we can't destroy landfills until we remove everything. So that is the downside to what we're doing there. But, you know, it'll be fine. Should be fine. Now, for the tough one. Do we put a tree line? Or what? Or do we put a road? We put a road right here, going straight up the middle. Now, probably may have been better to, like, you know, put a road there, but we like to live adventurously, if you will. All right. And now what we're going to do is I am just going to put in another pumping station right here. I was going to put it over there, but I do have to keep it kind of far away from the water. I mean, yeah, no, I have to keep it somewhat far away from everything. Perfect. So I don't want to get too close to the farm because, you know, it'll ruin the farm. I mean, yeah, plenty of schools, like, of course. Now, there's other things that we could enact ordinance-wise that would probably help. So let's see here. Conservation Corps. All right, so this will help attract more clean energy. So we will go for that. I don't care about the shuttle service. What's the tourist promotion do? Tourist promotion. We can give it a try. I mean, we can have like farming type stuff. We're still making a surplus. So junior sports and pro reading. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we are going to put in a sports park. Wait a minute. Playground, maybe? I'm trying to remember what the sports park is, but at that price, the answer to that is no. By the way, I really like these homes over here. It's very nice looking. So I'll just throw that there. With some trees. That ought to balloon into something sort of useful, eventually. And then I'm going to go over 8. And yeah, 640, why not? There we go. So, yes. Flawless. Yes. We are amazing. Now, don't probably really have to do that, but I like the symmetry of it. So, once again, everyone, hold on and skip. Make historical. Because, see, as we do this stuff, okay. We're turning off the sound effects, though. I don't need to hear a cow 50 times. So anyway, yes. So as we do this, you know, it'll obviously take an enormous amount of our time, but should stay relatively clean because yes, farms themselves do actually produce quite a fair bit of pollution, and they do, believe me. Not a very hefty amount, like, you know, air pollution is very low, but they do produce a little bit of water pollution and so forth. So now we just get to do this. And I'm just doing things in chunks. It helps. It helps a lot. I don't know why I did that because I'd already done that. And I knew I'd already done that. And I accidentally clicked that again. And it really annoys me. Oh my god, I did it again. Why? So if you all are still watching up to this point, don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And also let me know if you guys ever want to see, like, say, more of, you know, this game, or like you have a different challenge. Um, so yeah, it is kind of hard because I know that, it's like, oh, we're only going to, you know, we're basically only going to have, um, farms for agriculture, but we do need that small industrial area, because otherwise, what industry we do have and they do want and so forth, we just get built here. Now, as time goes on, the agriculture will start to produce uh, everything that's necessary to a certain degree, anyway. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're doing this. Like this, we got this. This is partly why it's probably not going to be too many farms added per stream, though, because this is tedious beyond belief. It does work, though. And it's basically the only way to get it to work, because eventually what happens is they just say, screw it, I don't care if there's no water hookup and just power, and they just start bringing crap in and start building and all that stuff, and you're just like, oh my. So I think we got everything. Perfect. So now we'll just hit play. And that should be fine, as it were. God, like, instantly goes out of business there. 1, 2, 3. All right. We're just gonna... Yeah, when I had the tile set in that other video set to the redwoods, there's no way this would have been possible. I mean, it would have been possible, but I wouldn't have been able to see anything. I'd have been like, oh wow, where is everybody? Where is everything? Yeah, so this should keep a border between everything, allowing us to build somewhat close, but also keeping the pollution and the dirt and the grime and the nasty filth out. All right, so some Sims are left out of water. Oh, well. All right then. Yeah, I guess fine, whatever. Oh, right. This game has an amazing soundtrack. So honestly, it's kind of annoying that I can't keep the music on, but I just get so tired of the copyright strikes. They just get so freaking old. Like, anyone who's ever uploaded anything to YouTube, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It just gets old. So old. All right. I mean, we're doing pretty good at this point. And now the police station is kind of over here, which kind of sucks. It really should be like in here. Um, but it does kind of cover this nasty industrial section. And this nasty industrial section very much does interesting. So the landfill is 58. I mean, I do have all of this. If I have to, I'll turn this into a landfill as well. Um, so let's double check our meetings. So he offers a garbage deal. Go away. Don't want it. City stuck in traffic. I mean, I kind of understand it. I really do. There's a lot to be said about fixing that. Um, so I think what I'll do is this middle one, I'll connect it up. I don't really have a lot of money to be going around just, willy-nilly throwing in more. Um, I do kind of want like a police station or something over here. I'm not really sure which. Um, And that left out of the rain part's really annoying because this kind of needs to stay this way. They, we're going to go this way with it as well. So that'll be super. But, oh, nice. The waste incinerator. So waste incinerators are nice, in large part due to the fact that they're very expensive, however. But they're very nice because they can just eat up trash at the cost of polluting every living thing in the vicinity, which is always super, super fun. It never gets old just mass polluting your city. That never gets old. So let's go to the data. Let's go to the water. Is there a graph? Water. Over 10 years. Yeah, we're not doing like super, super bad, but not super great either. We don't really need the earthquake stuff. It's just not necessary. I don't want to look beyond borders. Ah, yes, no fire station. Right. Fire station. That's a problem. That is a problem. I mean, it really actually isn't a problem, but them complaining about it is kind of a problem. So, all right. Can that actually go up 4? I want to see if that can actually go up 4. Because if it can, I want to actually start building this a little deeper. All right. It cannot go up 4. That's very annoying. Understandable. Yeah, it's adequate. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't really care if this catches on fire. There's a road here. It'll stay contained over there. I hope. All right, so we're going to go a little further down. Now, we could put in some bus stops. And that might help a little bit. I mean, we do have a little bit of space where we could say, hey, put bus stop here. And we could do that. But I just don't feel like bus stops are really the answer or the solution to the problem that we are experiencing right now. The other thing is I'd like to connect another route over there. But with this connected, we're not doing too bad. Please stop asking me. Repeal the gambling ordinance. Go away, don't care. Yeah, I actually know that the city's stuck in traffic. There's just nothing I can do about it. And honestly, even if I could, what exactly do you want me to do about it? There's nothing I can do about it. Residential residents. Agree. Or, sorry, more Sims. Agree. Residential tax rates on target. I mean, this game was great. So when this game came out, I was playing The Sims and this game at the same time, and it was awesome. And SimCity 4 added the ability to, like, import your Sims from, like, other areas and so forth. Not other areas. Repel junior sports. Frivolous expenditure. That's so dumb. I'm not getting rid of that. You must be crazy. I'm gonna throw a park right here. There's nothing wrong with having a good park. Like, parks are great. They raise the land value, which you have to be a little careful about. But I think there's enough of a gap between here. I'll just eventually just fill this with trees. But I think there's just enough of a gap that, it's able to keep it somewhat relatively, quote unquote, safe from, yeah. Change in the garbage deal. Okay, so, problem with the garbage deal. We need an incinerator. Now, an incinerator will burn for 80 years. So this will take a lot of the garbage and convert it into not electricity. It'll just flat out burn it. It'll just burn it straight down. Disgusting, nasty garbage. Now, one thing we do want to do is try to get more garbage deals, because what we can do is if we make enough garbage and import enough garbage, which I'm kind of hoping we can pull off, you know, given our, you know, absolutely absurd, you know, goings and all. We'll connect up over there. Because eventually it would be nice to have a small landfill for a bit of overflow catch. And then, yeah, we'll get rid of this, is what I'm saying. Now, it is very expensive to have such things. Very, very expensive, I might add. And now what we're going to do is we are just going to fill this in with some good old residentialness and watch it grow. How big's a pond? Way outside my budget, because my budget is literally $81. So we're just going to sit here for a little while. And let's see, how much money are we going to get? Wow, we make a lot of money. Like I say, garbage is very lucrative, especially for a small community like this. I mean, you know, it pays for itself over time. Okay, we have a little bit more money now. I could have sworn maybe it was the fountain. I mean, I know parks are, like, super duper important and all. Ah. But, you know. Okay. So, the next step. The next step is to take a little bit of the money that we have and kind of remove that. Because eventually what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, everything's going to go this way. So, we're in dire need for industrial. Now, with any luck, what we're about to do will not end in an absolute disaster. Investment in education is paying in dividends, blah, 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 blah. Yes. Okay. So, this area is, like, getting a lot of buildup, and I'm thinking I might start rolling this way, but only from, like, over here. Because remember, this is all going to be industrial. So, you know, got to kind of be sort of careful about that. And by sort of careful, I mean very careful about that. We'll go out like that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to throw down. Okay. Excellent. Wow, that's actually really expensive. We're going to hit play now. And if we're lucky, that turned into... Okay, that turned into literal garbage. So we're just going to, you know, dezone that because that turned into literally garbage. All right, so this is going to get really confusing up over here. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of rearrange the train yards for obvious reasons. No. I mean, eventually, yes, but no. And then I'm just going to place this like right up in here. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go down to like here. And then I'm just going to convert this into a ginormous industrial park. And then I'm gonna give it some water. That's right, hot water. Nice. Not really too much I can do about that. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna convert this into a giant wall of trees. It's gonna eat up a lot of my money. In fact, it's gonna eat up like literally most of my money. Yeah, limited cash reserves. The only upside to this is that we basically make like $3,000 or $4,000 a year. But we are going to get a college as soon as the year rolls over. There we go. I don't really know if that was actually the best spot to put that, but that's where we put it. So that's what you get. That's actually fine because I wasn't really interested in building anything over that way anyway. So, alrighty. Ah, right. Yeah, they're probably really going to complain about the lack of water, aren't they? Okay. So, I'm going to throw down a water tower here. I'm going to drag this and go up this way. It should help a bit. Not a lot, but a little bit with the, you know... This is quite the annoying little challenge, by the way. Okay, so we have killed off the desire, if you will. Wait, that might not actually be connected, which might be why it's not helping. There we go. A crossing guard ordinance. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, we're going to give this another try. It's a little expensive to keep doing this, though. As soon as that builds up, we're gonna jump on it. Now, I guess we did sort of lose a lot of money. Yes, we did. How are the taxes too high? I mean, fine. I literally just brought it down one. Whatever. We're going to kill the sound effects. And then we're going to zoom in. Okay, so I guess this is something that, you know, if you're going to do it, you need to do it in larger sections, if you will. Which, you know, I suppose makes sense. I wonder how much farmland you need, because what is this? This is quite a lot of farmland. I mean, granted, it's nothing like Farmville or anything. If you've ever played that map, that map has quite a bit of farms on it. And then that map immediately turns into like absolute hell. Because the map is just like, well, I'm done. And then, you know. SimCity 4 is a little bit easier because they actually have literal agriculture zones. And you can just, you know, you just build farms. What I do is I build like the bare minimum for farms because you can pack in farms, because bigger farms tend, at least from my experience, they tend to not just, like, it's not an exponential increase. And I read a guide one time that actually someone had done the math, and there's like the appropriate size for a farm to, like, you know, min-max the income, if you will. Like, larger farms do give more money, and they also give more people, but it was something like, you know, you could fit like 2 or 3 farms and have like double or triple the amount of workers and income, and then, you know, like one farm that's max size. I just don't remember what it was. So, which is a bit of a bummer, but I'm not playing that game right now, so it doesn't really matter. Farms in SimCity 3000 are just special. Very special. So, and I don't predict a lot of growing as far as like, oh, me just dropping in more stuff. I mean, I kind of gave everyone everything that I wanted to give them. You know, and we're getting closer and closer to, you know, the incinerators, which will be really nice. We'll have to save up a lot of money for that. But I'm hoping we can get to the incinerators, because I would really like to be powered by just burning trash. It's multi-purpose. It makes income plus it powers. Like, it's great, and I can just use like windmills or whatever to make up the difference. Windmills are relatively cheap, and I think much like in SimCity 2000, I think windmills last forever. So they're not like super great, but you know, they're not bad either. All right, so we have 3 farms, and we're at the hour mark. So yeah, okay. So this is our city. It's not bad. It needs some renovations. A lot of renovations. Probably going to throw in some bus stops and some other stuff. Yeah, I mean, we lowered the taxes on everything, so, you know, not doing too bad. Parking fines are still driving people absolutely bonkers, and I literally don't care. I think it's hilarious. And, oh, we have a haunted house. Oh, I love that. I don't know where to put it, though. Like, a part of me is like, ooh, let's put it here and, like, massively raise land values. No, I don't think so. I think I'll actually put it somewhere else. We'll see where we'll put it. Oh, that's crazy. The World Trade Center. Okay. That, yeah. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And look forward to, you know, again, more of these videos. And because, I mean, look, we're using this. We have all of this. So it's basically going to be like this, you know, eventually I want farms over here, and like the city's going to kind of like snake over to here with, you know, farms on either side. And we're not going to build like the giant industrial, where it's going to be a small town with, you know, maybe some tall buildings there every now and again. And yeah, what is this? Oh, yes, the library. I'm going to 21 fashion. Yeah. And I really do. I also like the water tower. You know, that small town aesthetic. It's very cool. And then hopefully, this will stay just industrial. This will just be the industrial sector. It'll be terrible. No one will like it, and whatever. So what's the land value on this? Low. Yeah, it makes sense. This is probably really dragging it. But also, too, another thing to point out, and then I'll end the video, is the fact that the way that, we're building, we're working towards clean industry. So a lot of this stuff is going to become, like the industrial concrete park. And what we can work towards is much lower industry, and I need to figure out what the zoning is. I think it might actually be very high density, might actually be for the clean energy, and we'll switch over to that. But for right now, we can't. Another nice thing about the low clean energy is they use a lot less water, so that'll be very helpful towards us. But most of our industry and work is probably mostly going to come from the farms. Okay, so I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and you guys have a good one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Raven Gaming Labs. Thanks to all the members and viewers who make RGL possible. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified. If you want to become a member, hit the join button or link in the description below. Members get early access to videos, member-exclusive content, and more. As well, don't forget to join our awesome community over at Discord. Y'all have a good one.